All right, kicking off the work week on a wet note, but this really be one of the few days this week that we'll have to deal with the rain showers. And this time of year, there's a lot of daylight, or at least the daylight is an extended amount of time. I mean, about 6 in the morning, we start to see the twilight, and last till about 9 o'clock at night. So very rarely do you see an all-day rain like we had last Thursday. Let's track the back edge, because this is not going to be one of those days. You can see right now at about a 28-mile-an-hour clip. Just check the current speed, and it looks like it's going to be out of the Grand Rapids area. I'll give it, I would say, right around 1:30, or maybe just prior to that. I'd say eastern part of the viewing area, sometime between 2:30 and 3 o'clock before it departs. You can see some heavier showers off to the south, and for the most part, we're looking at conditions out there quite wet in and around the Grand Rapids area. Let's take a look up to the north and west. You can see that clearing line, or at least the last of the rain, just moving out of Muskegon, dropping to the south. And the same thing with the Holland area. You saw a sky cam just a moment ago, still wet there, but the back edge very close to you. Kalamazoo area over to the Battle Creek location, still some wet areas, especially Bronson over to Coldwater, up to Batavia, also around the Adrian area, Albion. That's where really some of the heaviest showers are. But again, this is not going to last much longer. You'll start the drying out process a little later, likely right around mid-afternoon. Here's the latest on the infrared, actually the visible satellite and radar composite. The more concentrated showers up to the north. Here's the culprit, cold front moving through, but there's really not a whole lot of cold air behind this cold front. And look how close the clearing line is. It's just now making its way in the western side of Lake Michigan, so it's not going to take long before we start to see some sunshine around here. It's not showing up on the Muskegon sky cam, not quite yet, but it will. Make sure you join Ellen Baca tonight, actually, beginning at 5 o'clock, and she'll show some sky cams and some sunshine out there. 57 degrees currently in Grand Rapids, same temperature on the other side of the lake. So once we see that sunshine break out, I think our temperatures in inland areas will actually climb into the 60s, despite being on the backside of a cold front. That will not be the case at the lake shore. It'll be 40s, likely staying in the 40s right at the beach. As you come in a little bit, you'll warm up in the 50s and eventually 60s. Wind speed out there out of the southwest in Grand Rapids, so the cold front isn't through Grand Rapids yet. It's just about to move through the Muskegon area. And there's some gusty winds out there, over 30 miles an hour as that front moves through. You can see this is a sustained wind, but tonight it will go calm by daybreak tomorrow, or very close to it. Latest on the futurecast shows at 2 o'clock, the majority of the rain really out of the viewing area, with the exception of the extreme southeastern part of the viewing area. They'll likely get a line of thunder showers moving through Detroit, but that's going to be moving away from us. You can see drying out conditions by 6 o'clock, a lot of sunshine. I would expect by sunset this evening, which is about, what is it, 8:22, somewhere around there, we're going to see perfectly sunny skies in that sunset. As we continue through tomorrow, oh, look at that. Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, it might be perfectly sunny tomorrow. It's a gorgeous spring day. That's really going to help things green up, as we already saw this weekend. Things really greened up after that record amount of rain late last week. Latest on the 8-day forecast, Tuesday, Wednesday, mid-60s. And tomorrow with a nearly, light and variable wind, I'll probably feel closer to 70. And then the next chance of rain will be on Thursday with some showers. And right now, it looks like the majority of the weekend will be dry. And the latest on the update to the forecast. And plus a cooler. I think we're going to start cooling off next week. We'll see if that shows up tonight as we add a day to the 8-day forecast. Ellen will have the latest at 5 o'clock.
Boy, no complaints about that forecast.
That
into
is
the 60s.
one of the better looking 8 days I've seen.
That's for sure. It looks great. Okay, thanks, Matt.